हैं.
Just as much as I would like to believe that I live in a safe world, I understand how vulnerable the world today is with respect to disaster, to calamities. I have with me Alok, who has an innovation which tries to make best use of the available information to anticipate problems and efficiently coordinate a response. I must say, Alok, it's an humble effort to help mankind. By the way, what has been your driving force behind thinking something like this?
Thank you for your word of appreciation. Shall I say that you and your motivating words are the prime motivators, like somebody like you know, these regions. So something which is socially relevant to our country and gives us the opportunity to earn that sense of achievement. So they are the prime driving forces for us to engage in an innovative solution like this. So disaster, when it strikes, in that moment of the truth, the emergency worker not only needs to be prepared, but also respond to the affected citizens and also recover those affected utility services. So this is very, and the other two factors that motivated us to engage myself and my team in this innovative solution was mortality and the economic losses. So they are huge. And this is, particularly relevant to Indian landscape where the water-related disasters occurs and the flood, landslide, and drought. So they can be very, very destructive to human lives, livestock, agriculture, and other utility services, including many other economic losses due to the impact of the disaster management. So I just wanted to, kind of contribute to such innovative project, and I'm happy that today emergency management workers are enabled to be able to be prepared, respond, and recover in that moment of the truth. I'm also happy that my team engaged in this, making this world not only safer but also better place to live in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you tell us briefly about the predictive models that you have used to come up with a response plan based on the data available at any point in time? In short, can you tell us how your idea predicts?
Okay. So that is a very interesting question and a technical question too. Let me answer this way. We have a stream of predictive models related to water disaster like flood, landslide, and drought. So each of these predictive streams would consider some of the influencing parameters which will vary over time and also the space. So for example, in flood, we consider influencing parameters like area rainfall, groundwater, reservoir level, river discharge, so on and so forth. These are the parameters which we believe could influence the occurrence of the flood. And then there are also other variables, like there are some 36 influencing parameters that we model as influencing variables. So there are other variables which vary over space, over locations. So for example, let me explain this way. The area which are closer to the water bodies are more prone to flood than the areas which are away from these water bodies or the glaciers in the north, seashores, so on and so forth, rivers, ponds, these water bodies. And then, having created a forecast 3 months into the future on these influencing parameters that vary over time and consolidating it with the area profile, we predict the likelihood of an area to be flooded along with severity, whether it is devastating. How flood is severe? Is it devastating? It is moderate or it is low? So based on the outcome of our predictive models, 3 months into the future, we allocate the resources and the crew in the time of response to the affected citizens and recover from the impacted utility services. So that is how the predictive models together with. So this is the analytical framework, not only predictive models, but also allocating the resources and the crew for the emergency management.
Thank you so much, Alok. I see that Alok has a very interesting and useful idea. I heard during the keynote at the Connect in 2015 that there are governments who are willing to listen to people who have ideas like this. I think the need of the hour is now to connect the person ideating and the sponsors who want to implement such ideas. I hope we are moving towards a future where organizations like IBM are able to make our life more easier, simpler, brighter and better, and yes, more safer. Thank you very much, Alok, for speaking with us.
Thank you.